Today I'm going to show you how my company uses a tool called Localizer Lead Tool to find really great local leads for our company. The first thing you're going to do is come up here and say you want to work with dentists in the Los Angeles area. So you type in dentists in the keyword here. Could be any keyword you want. You could type in restaurants, you could type in pizza place or just pizza, you could type in anything you want. And then your location right here. And the first one I use right here is the web search. Just click on search. And what it's going to do is it's going to go out and it's going to scrape the internet and grab all of this information about all of these different places. And then what I'm actually going to do here too is click on expanded search, mobile site search, and turn it to maximum, which I believe is an upgraded license that needs to be purchased in order to turn the maximum leads on. Otherwise you might be stuck with 50 or 100, but it's still plenty. And then I'm going to hit search again. It's going to go out and it's going to scrape even more information about dentists in the Los Angeles area. So we can see here that it's scraped 288 leads off the internet from doing a standard web search, and it's put it into a nice table for us to be able to easily contact any of these dentists. What I do first is check all the items, and then I export the checked items to a CSV file. I'll just put it on my desktop and call it LA dentist, and I actually like to give things dates, so 10/05 or whatever it is, and LA dentist. Save it to the desktop. Okay, so once I have all the data in a spreadsheet, now I can start manipulating the data and figuring out which leads I want to pursue. And so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the data tab up here, and I'm going to remove duplicates because sometimes it will give us some duplicates. My data does have headers, and we'll just remove duplicates from every column. 56 duplicates removed. That's great. Now we have a nice unique list of targets here. So the next thing I want to do is come up to my top column, and I want to go to data again, and I want to go to filter. I want to turn on the filters here. Now this gives me the ability to filter columns to include just the data that I want. So the easiest way, one of the easiest ways to start going through this list is to simply come up to the web page column here and uncheck, select all here, which will uncheck all of the items, and then just click on none and tick that box. And now we can see all of the potential targets that do not have a website or don't appear to have a website. But it's going to take a little more research to actually find out if they do have a website or not. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to take this first one right here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the phone number, because that's usually a really good indicator. I mean, if this phone number is posted around the web somewhere, it's for this business. It's going to be for this business. So we can see what's going on with this place right here. We can see this right here this looks like this is their website. Okay, yeah. So this is actually, they do have a website. Fortunately for us, this website it looks very outdated, and it looks like it could use a lot of work. This would probably be a pretty easy sell to sell these guys on a new website. And so the next thing what I'll do is, let's see if this website comes up in if I search for Los Angeles dentist. Do they come up? So again, just type in your search query here, Command F, type it in, type in the phone number up here to see if this phone number is anywhere on the first page. It is not. So it looks like they could also use that. They're going to need some basic local SEO services because they are not on the first page of Google. Let's see if they're on the second page. Not on the second page. Not on the third page. And that's generally all I check, is up to the third page, and usually just the first and second page. But so they're nowhere to be found really by phone number on the first page. So You know, and then just maybe you want to type in, do a little more research, see if the last name is anywhere on there. You can go to the next page. Okay, so we're quite confident they're nowhere to be found. That's good for us, bad for them, right? So, so the next thing I'm going to do is go to the citation search right here, and keep in mind that when you switch between these modules, for some reason, it might pop up with a warning, say it's going to erase all of your data from the other module you were just in. So that's why I always export my data before moving on to the next part of the search process. So this actually looks like a good candidate. So we're going to put the phone number in here in the citation search. And what a citation is it's a place online where this address and this phone number are listed. And citations are very important for rankings, because the more citations a company has generally around the internet, the higher they will rank on in Google, especially for local searches. So it looks like they actually have a decent amount of citations here. A few reviews you can see right here. And again, so this just gives you a really good collection of data on this company to be able to approach them with. And, you know, let's see what their reviews say. You can open their citation page. Looks like they have good reviews on Yelp here. You know, you can read a few of them. Wait was fine. Scheduling was experience with the doctor is very poor. It's probably great for some people, but I felt rushed and unimportant. You know, so you kind of get a feel for what's being said about this business on the internet. And that's very valuable data, obviously, because now you can approach them. If it's a business that has several negative reviews, you can do some reputation management for them. That's a great service, and a lot of companies need it. A lot of companies, go look up Time Warner Cable online, and I mean, they could use some reputation management. I'll tell you that. They have just terrible reviews all over the internet. They don't care because, you know, they have a stronghold on that market. But a lot of companies do care, especially small businesses like dentists and doctors. This is their bread and butter now. People are searching, and they are looking at what other people are saying about these businesses. And if you're unlucky enough to have several bad reviews, it's really easy to sell them on reputation management. So, you know, this looks like a pretty good candidate. We could build them a website. We could do some local SEO for them. It looks like they have a contact us form. It doesn't look like they have an email list. They're not doing a list. We could offer them some email marketing. You know, they may or may not have a Facebook page. You know, we could check that out. And there's just always, but this looks like, now we've already found one target here just from going through our short process of using Localizer lead tool, and essentially that's how you find leads. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make a new tab, and I'm going to say, you know, no website, and I'm going to start moving different leads into these different tabs, right? I'm going to make another one called no mobile website, right? And it appears that none of them have a mobile website, but you know, if I wanted to, so now say I wanted to go and check out if a certain company doesn't have a mobile website, what I'll do first is I'll go to all of these, the m.domain, the .mobi, the WAP, and the other mobile domain signals here, and I'll just check and make sure these all say no, just no, no. Well, these all say no. That's good. No. Okay. So now what I have here is a potential list of targets who don't have a mobile website. And, you know, a mobile website these days is pretty essential for any business because local search results, the majority of them are done from phones these days. And I mean, a dentist, you could argue it's not as important, but something like a restaurant, a pizza restaurant or something like that, You know, a mobile website is very important. If they don't have one and somebody finds their website and opens it up and it's a confusing mess, they're going to move on to the next one right away. So it's really easy to pitch a mobile website to somebody, and then they're really easy to work up and make, to make them if you've done it before and you know what you're doing. So it's a really good foot in the door method to get potential clients. And then, if they don't, and then start offering them other services. Text marketing is one of my favorites that we do, which is an amazing service for restaurants and bars, and it works so well. So, because the world is moving towards mobile, and it's a really good signal here. So you can kind of just go through, do the same thing, No mobile website. I only like to put hot leads or warmer leads in these columns here, ones I've kind of investigated and researched. So I'll go out and research a few of these, find good candidates, and then I'll start, say this Newport Dental or whatever was a good one. They don't have a website, or they don't have a mobile website. I'll go ahead and I'll pop them in there. And then once I have a nice list of about 50 leads, then I'll pass that on to my sales team, and I'll let them start the calling process. Or, if I'm direct mailing, I'll build up a list of 500, and then we can start the process there, and make it a very tailored message that we're sending to them, or a call that we're giving them. Very, very, very personalized. We'll make little notes, and we'll basically begin a relationship with these clients before we even have them as clients. And that's how we find leads for our offline consulting business. And this is a great tool. You can find a link for it under the video. If you have any questions, just post a comment down there, and I'll try and help you out. And make sure you visit our website at businessmeetinternet.com. If you want to learn some more tips about running your own offline consulting firm, or if you are a small business owner who needs a little help getting your business seen online.